Bryce James just turned 14 years old, and I think he's destined for greatness. But he also has a big problem on his hands. He's in a very similar situation to his older brother Bronny, because at the age of 14 and 13 for Bronny, people knew who he was, but he wasn't getting all this attention just yet. But as soon as Bronny turned 15 and 16, it was like he was on top of the world for the basketball community. If you kept up or keep up with the basketball community at all, it's almost impossible not to hear about Bronny. Is it because he's LeBron's son? Yes, that has a lot to do with it, but he's not the greatest player ever, but there's one thing for sure, he's easily the most entertaining player to watch. Maybe it's because a lot of people want to see him fail, and he also has a lot of fans, but you can't deny the fact that people pay attention to Bronny and they want to see him play. I do want to say this because I do think Bronny at the same age, he was getting more hype, and I think it's almost better that Bryce isn't getting everything that Bronny got. I don't think Bronny gets enough credit for how he handled the situation and how he still handles it. He probably gets that from his dad. LeBron never let the hate get to him in high school, and he's passing that down to Bronny. However, just because LeBron and Bronny have a similar attitude, that doesn't mean that Bryce is going to have the same one. Maybe Bryce won't be able to handle the hate and pressure like Bronny does. It would be absurd for me to sit up here and say I think he will handle it fine because we have no idea. With all that being said, Bryce is just now getting to the age where all these hoop mixtape companies are gonna start making videos about him. Look, whether you like Bryce or Bronny, it doesn't matter. You're gonna see videos about them because that's what people watch. People are really curious to see how Bryce and Bronny deal with all this fame. And to go along with that, it's not like they're an average Joe out there. They're really good. I haven't really spoken about or talked about Bryce too much because I think he's at an age where we need to wait a little longer till maybe he's 16 till we can make videos and talk about his game. What I will say though, from everything I've seen, and I think I've said this before, but I think he has the potential to be better than Bronny. LeBron has stated this publicly that Bryce is the best shooter in the family. And as some of you have noticed and also sent it to me on Instagram, Bryce is getting really tall. Just going off of his Instagram and seeing videos about him, he's roughly either 6'1" now or maybe 6'2". He just turned 14 literally a week ago, so he could be even taller than Bronny. What's even scarier about Bryce is that he's going to get stronger, faster, and quicker, and he's already got a good jump shot. And one thing that some people don't know about him is that this summer, he's only 13 playing with the 15U team Strive for Greatness. So basically, in other terms, he's in 8th grade playing against freshmen and some sophomores. He started playing for the 15 under team when he was 13, but he just turned 14. Either way, he's still younger than his competition. I feel two different ways about Bryce playing up in AAU because I think it's debatable. I understand why LeBron wants him to play up and play against better competition, but for his AAU team, he's not really playing that much and he's not dominating like he would at his own age group. I almost feel like it would be better for him to play against the kids his age, but I don't think it's going to hurt him that much playing older competition. As he continues to get older though, this is the main problem that I see him facing. Just like his dad and Bronny, he will be held to the highest standards possible. People everywhere will be expecting him to drop 30 points or 20 points a game, and if he doesn't do that, it's a L. I also believe that he will receive as much, if not more pressure than Bronny. What makes it even worse, and I hate when this happens, is that when you have an older brother, people are going to try to compare you to him, and that's not fair. So let's say Bronny has a great high school career and college or NBA career. People will compare Bryce to him. I don't see him folding under the pressure that's about to come his way, but one thing I do think that is bad for him is that it's going to come at such a young age. For a 16, 17, and 18-year-old, it's hard to deal with that pressure, but imagine just turning 14. It's a little more difficult and a situation that we've never seen before. All eyes everywhere are about to start being on him, and I don't think that's a good thing. And for the main part, I think that's why LeBron didn't want Bronny and Bryce to have an Instagram till they were older. LeBron knows that Bryce and Bronny, if they make one little mistake, like Bronny made last year, it's going to be major news and people are going to talk about it for years. But that comes with being the son of LeBron, and we all understand that. I think Bryce has a bright future ahead of him, but I also think that he has a lot of problems ahead of him that normal 14 and 15-year-olds don't have to deal with. Let me know what you think about this down below. But with all that being said, that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. If you're new to the channel, what are you doing? Join the family, hit that red button, and leave a like for more. And as always, let's be great to out, y'all. Peace.